Good morning from day 5 at Walt Disney World. Today is a very special day because it is your birthday.
It is my real birthday. It's today.
Yes.
So if anybody says, is it really today? I can say, yes, it is.
Indeed. So happy birthday to Hannah.
Thank you.
Today we are going to Animal Kingdom. We have some fun meals planned today. Start with a really good breakfast, we have a fun lunch, and then a nice relaxing dinner, one of our favorites. So come along with us. Time to get some breakfast at Port Orleans French Quarter for some breakfast birthday beignets. So let's go. Okay, so we are back from our day celebrating your birthday. So starting with breakfast, used up 2 of our snack credits to get 6 beignets for the 4 of us. So,
And that was way plenty.
yes.
We were like, we'll just get 4 orders of 3. No.
6 was plenty.
We saw how big they were and went, oh no,
Yeah.
can't do that.
They were very good though.
Yes.
And a good value for the snack credit because they are $7.99.
For
So,
a set of 3 with 1 dipping sauce.
yes.
And our favorite is,
The salted caramel.
yes.
But that was our breakfast, and then drove over to Animal Kingdom to spend the majority of our day, and unfortunately did not get to see baby Boxo. Waited in line for
About an hour and a
hour and a
half.
half, but Boxo was tired and wanted to take a nap.
Which,
So,
I mean, we have cats. We get it. But we got to see his daddy.
yes.
And apparently, his daddy came from a zoo that I am very familiar with. So I had seen Boxo's daddy, Conrad, before he made his way over to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
So it was fun to be reunited with him on my birthday.
indeed.
And a lot of the cast members were sharing really fun stories about him in particular. About the first time that he saw one of the water buffalo jumping 6 feet up in the air because he'd never seen anything bigger than him. Conrad is, great name. But he was a handsome dude and he was just resting. So we got to see tigers. That same trek also has bats, but they're supposed to be huge. And I did not see any, and I was okay with that.
Yeah.
Because they're about my size. Me size, which that might as well be Batman. Let's be honest. But we also got to see a
Komodo
dragon. And he was working it for the camera.
Very large.
Big boy.
But yeah. So started our morning at Animal Kingdom with that, and then made our way over to Africa for our birthday lunch at one of our favorites,
Tusker House.
Yes. So got to see Mickey and Daisy and Donald and Goofy and have some yummy, yummy food as always.
Yes.
What were your favorites?
I loved the green curry shrimp. I had more with dessert because I liked it so much. And the rotisserie chicken was very, very good. The African rice was surprisingly good.
It was pretty good.
Because you're like, oh, it's rice. But it was very good. I think those were the things that I kept going back for. The broccoli was very spicy.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's white people spicy or...
It was pretty spicy.
There's a lot going on, but it was good as well.
It's definitely pretty spicy for Disney standards, for sure. So,
the pineapple tart was my favorite dessert.
Yeah, that one was good.
And I think that was my favorite previously as well.
Yeah.
What were your favorites?
I would agree. The shrimp was very good. Really, all the curries were good. The tandoori chicken, rotisserie chicken, was very good. The salmon was surprisingly very, very good and flavorful too. Just had a good spice on it and was, like you said, served with the chimichurri sauce, which was kind of an odd combination, but it worked well together.
Yeah, it took away some of the
fishiness.
Yeah.
But overall, nothing was bad by any means there.
No.
And then for the desserts, the pineapple tart was very good. I also really like the sunflower one, just because it's so different.
It's very different.
It's vaguely peanut butter-esque, but not peanut butter, it's sunflower butter, so just something different. But yeah.
We also had a really wonderful server.
Yes.
Denise.
Yes.
She was great. Super fun, very personable. And brought me a cupcake for my birthday and a card signed by all of the cast members working at Tusker House.
Yeah, I had never seen that before.
Which was very fun to be able to recognize all of those folks who helped make my birthday very special.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're like, Mickey and Daisy and Donald and Goofy, hooray! But to be able to celebrate my birthday with all the people who worked so hard to make it so special, in addition to Mickey and friends.
Yes, which you do get an autograph card of their signatures as well.
Yeah, but I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah.
And she matched the candle on the cupcake to my dress.
Yes. But yeah. Great lunch overall. Loved Tusker House. It's been very consistent, just fantastic every single time.
Full disclosure, we were deciding between Tusker House and Tiffin's for birthday lunch, and after your birthday, I was like, it's Tusker House. It's gotta be Tusker House. And we love Tiffin's, but it's definitely
really
one of the favorites.
Yes. I think by far the best quality food at a character buffet.
You have to be willing to eat some adventurous flavors or be comfortable with curries.
Yes.
To be really happy in that restaurant. But I think even picky eaters can definitely find some good options in there.
Yeah. And then after lunch, we had to say goodbye to quite a bit of Animal Kingdom today.
Yeah.
Because today was our last time in Animal Kingdom before a couple things close. So those were the priorities of the day. So we went over to It's Tough to Be a Bug to say goodbye to that in its current version.
The crowd was loving it.
Yes. It was the rowdiest crowd for It's Tough to Be a Bug since I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah, the people were really into it. I was surprised that they already had gotten rid of the Bug 3D glasses.
Yes.
They were the same glasses from Muppet Vision 3D, actually. The same purple 3D glasses. So I was very surprised. But we were still honorary bugs.
Yes.
And had a wonderful time. And we're with my folks on this trip. And they both were, they had not done the attraction in a long time, but we're surprised by how scary it was for children. But I think it's held up really well.
It has. I remember when it came out back in the late 90s, the Hopper animatronic was like way ahead of its time. And that one is holding up pretty well, and it's still very impressive. Mm-hmm. There is some parts of it that it's showing its age.
We went previously, as soon as they announced that It's Tough to Be a Bug was going away, we'd gone before, and there was one time we went when Hopper's animatronic was not functioning. So we were like, oh no, it's gonna close soon. But then they fixed him up, and he was back in action.
Yes.
And it's still just very impressive. I think Flick's animatronic is showing its age a bit more. But I'm glad we got to say goodbye to It's Tough to Be a Bug. I'm excited for the new Zootopia attraction because I feel like it fits. It fits really well in the location.
It does. Tree of Life, all the different animals. Zootopia is going to incorporate a lot of different animals into it as well. So excited for that. Excited for what's to come.
And more of a fun instead of scary vibe.
Yeah. But It's Tough to Be a Bug.
Hopefully. We don't know that.
Will be closing in March. So by the time this video goes up, probably going to already be closed. But Zootopia, I don't know what they're calling it exactly, but it's the Zootopia version that's coming in there. It's supposed to be opening in winter of this year, 2025. So pretty quick turnaround, but excited for that when we're able to see that one. But
we also saw Mickey and Minnie.
We did see Mickey and Minnie.
So that was
very
fun.
Quick wait.
Yes, it was listed as a 25-minute wait, and we were in and out.
In like 11.
It was 13 minutes we were outside putting on sunglasses again. So like closer to 11. But super fast, and it was nice to see Mickey and Minnie on my birthday.
Yeah.
And then headed over to say goodbye to Dinosaur.
Yes, because Dino Land is kind of already in shambles. Half of the land is closed already.
You can tell they're already working on the transition over to its next life as Tropical Americas.
They are dismantling all of the Chester and Hester stuff already. Walls are up, and some of the shops in Dinoland are already closed, but Dinosaur is still holding strong, as is Restaurantosaurus.
For a few more months.
I don't know when that timeline is, but I think Dinosaur is going to be the next to go, and I know this will be our last time riding Dinosaur, but yeah.
It's fun. It's a great attraction. We get a fun group on our little truck as well. The little girl ahead of me, as soon as we started going, went, "Oh yeah!" And I went, "Okay, this is going to be a fun ride."
Yeah.
And it was. It was a really nice way to say goodbye to Dinosaur. And again, we're really excited for its future because it's not fully going away.
Right. That one is just going to be using the same ride track and everything, just retheming it to Indiana Jones, but a different version from what's in Disneyland, which is the current situation of the exact same track, exact same vehicle, just a different theming. But Indiana Jones ride soon to come. So excited for that, whenever that's going to be. And excited for the rest of the Tropical Americas land that they're putting in there with Encanto. And
it's gonna be weird in Animal Kingdom for a long time.
It is.
It's gonna be weird in Hollywood Studios for a long time.
Yeah.
We did a lot of saying goodbye this trip, I will say.
We did.
I'm growing up. Disney World's growing up. But you know what? We are aging like fine wine. Good cheese.
This is true.
Us and Disney.
Yes. And then to close out our day in Animal Kingdom, we finished off our dining plan with our last 2 snack credits, getting some Night Blossoms from Pangu Pangu in Pandora. Mm-hmm. So, first tried this drink at the Moonlight Magic event, loved it. and is one that we would actually pay out of pocket for.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good value for snack credit because it's over $6. I think it's like $6.79. But it is layers of desert, pear, limeade, and apple slushy with some boba pearls on top. So refreshing, pretty sweet, but
I think it's better than the drink we had at Hollywood Studios yesterday. The Bell's Cup of Enchantment.
I agree.
I would definitely get it over that.
Yes.
For a snack credit,
Bell's
especially.
was more expensive too.
The Bell's drink, though, was mostly ice. There was more liquid in the slushy.
True.
So, better value, quote, quote, to get the Bell's drink, but go for the Night Blossom. That's our tip.
Yeah. But then we left Animal Kingdom, came back to our resort.
To freshen up a bit.
Yes, and have a little birthday celebration.
Cake.
So cake and presents and whatnot. And then headed out again to the boardwalk for your birthday dinner.
Late birthday dinner. We saw some lovely acts along the boardwalk. We saw a jump rope team and a magician. And then got called into the boardwalk. We were lucky because we were paired up with Andrea.
Yes.
Again. Andrea was our server today. We had her at Trattoria right before we got married. And she is, I think, one of the best, if not the best, server on Disney property. I will say that. She's fantastic, incredibly personable. She's so smart, funny, nice. If you go to Trattoria, request her.
Yes. She's fantastic. Always smiling too. Always so positive, and
she's just a bright spot.
Yeah.
In any Disney day.
Yeah.
So I was thrilled that we got Andrea for my 30th birthday.
Yes.
But we had a little pizza party with some cocktails and garlic bread. So started with the side of garlic bread, the pull apart garlic bread, and it was great.
Yes.
Highly recommend.
I don't know why it's so good, but I mean, I guess it's just bread, cheese, and garlic, so not much to go wrong.
Well, and their pasta sauce, which is very good.
But I don't know why it's in there as a side, because it's kind of weird to have it as a side.
It's $7.50.
Yeah.
But I think it's a pretty good value for what you get.
It is, for sure. Easily shareable.
We also were able to try the regular house bread with a roasted garlic and oil mixture. And it was very good as well.
Very good with the ciabatta bread. And then for our drinks, you got your favorite,
Multibello.
The Multibello.
Oh, I didn't talk about my drink
I realized that too.
Tusker House. I had 2 really good margaritas today. At Tusker House, I had the African margarita, and then I had the Multibello at dinner.
Yes.
So I'm a happy girl.
I had 2 whiskey drinks today.
You did?
I had the Whiskey Breeze at Tusker House, which was basically like a whiskey sour with some guava and I think passion fruit.
I've had it before. I like it a lot.
It's real good. And then at Trattoria, I had the Old Fashioned. Very good. I will say the Old Fashioned at the DVC event last night was probably a little bit better, but I like that bourbon better.
Still a solid Old Fashioned.
Still a very solid Old Fashioned, though, at Trattoria. So, drinks were great. And then as far as our meal, we split their seasonal pizza.
So it'll be different by the time this video comes out.
Yes, Andrea said it was changing next week.
Next week.
But this was fantastic. It was, instead of a red sauce, it was a roasted garlic puree base, which was great.
Good thing we're married and love each other, because we're just breathing between the garlic and oil dip in this pizza. We're just like
yes,
at each other.
And it was roasted garlic puree and cipollini onions.
It was gorgonzola.
And gorgonzola cheese. and I think it was cremini mushrooms.
But we subbed out the mushrooms.
Right. No mushrooms on ours. And then it was arugula on top, and then a balsamic glaze, which we asked for the balsamic on the side.
Because I don't like it.
Yes. But this was amazing.
It was a really great pizza.
It was so flavorful, but so light.
I will say that our dinner was at 8 p.m.
Yes.
So it was... We didn't want to overdo it, since, like, once we're done with this, we're going to start getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
So didn't want to overdo it and upset our tummies. So it was it was flavorful and hearty, but not heavy, if that makes sense. Just a really good pizza.
That roasted garlic puree base was amazing.
And it was just the right amount.
Yes.
For 2 people.
Yes. It was about 6 pieces total.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 pieces each was reasonable for the how
with the garlic bread.
Yeah.
It was $24, and the AP or DVC discount worked with it. So that with the garlic bread would be plenty for 2 people, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Trattoria, even though it's a table service restaurant, you can get
it's fairly cheap.
Really good food for a really reasonable price for Disney standards.
Yeah.
And that's why it's one of my favorites and why I chose it for my birthday dinner.
Indeed. And then to cap off the dinner, Andrea did bring you a cupcake.
A nice vanilla cupcake.
For your birthday.
Yes. Which was very sweet of her to do.
So, weirdly today, of all the places that have brought you cupcakes, today were the 2 that had a lit candle.
Lit candles. I was surprised.
But made it all that much.
So I got to
special.
blow out a birthday candle for my birthday.
Yes. But yeah, now we're back in the room to finish off the evening and finish off the trip as well. Because tomorrow we head back home.
Mm-hmm.
So this basically does it for the trip.
I know. Unless we do a teeny tiny haul video, but you know.
True. But what was your highlight of the trip? I know it's a lot.
You're asking me right now? I mean, I think my highlight was just being spoiled and getting to do a lot of my favorite things with my favorite people in one of my favorite places. So it's hard to say this thing. We ate a lot of really good food. We had a lot of fun on the rides. It was just a really nice trip.
Yeah.
A lot of really nice cast members.
We did get lucky this trip with the cast members for sure. So.
What was your favorite highlights?
I was gonna say we had some really good food this time, and it's also nice to get one last ride in on a lot of the things that are gonna be closing in the not so distant future.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Overall, a great trip.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's time to pack a little bit and get ready for bed. We have the fireworks going above us.
Didn't see any fireworks out in the wild on my birthday today, but
Yes.
that's why you stay at Port Orleans Riverside in a princess room, right?
Yeah,
Fireworks whenever you want them.
indeed. But that will do it for us for today and for this trip. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.